had my students enjoy picture books in our classroom, but I had them really dig deep and research into artistic elements and then share what they learned in a variety of ways. This is a piece from one of my students doing a picture book called Pass the Energy, Please.
The biggest of herbivores top of their chain by eating huge portions of grasses and grains. As you can see, they rhyme their couplet along with these two and these two. And the whole thing is just a rhyming book. That's a really cool feature, because in most non-fiction books, they don't rhyme. That's more of a poetry aspect, but that's a whole nother story. There's another thing that I really like about this book. It has these tiny details. Most authors wouldn't go through all this trouble on a non-fiction book. Non-fiction is just information. No one really looks at the pictures, right? In this one, they want you to look at the pictures.
So he's investigated the illustrations pretty deeply. This is another student that actually chose the same book.
What I like about the illustrator in this book so far, in this picture, I like how they made like a frame out of animals, and how it kind of shows that the book is about animals, and it kind of makes a frame. It's much cooler than just a plain black frame, because everybody would imagine, oh, there's a plain black frame. It would be like this, like just a plain black frame.
Now, some of my students didn't want to use this technology, and so they went with a more traditional slideshow. Here's a student who did The Wolf Who Cried Boy, pointing out what she noticed in the dust jacket, elements inside of the book, some of her own thinking, and then other parts that she noticed. Here was another student investigating Stinky Cheese Man, and he played around with inserting images to illustrate his thinking. Other students wanted to express their learning in different ways or in more than one way, so they had the option of creating brochures. Some sketched out their thinking in posters first before using digital elements. And so our picture book project was a great way for students to investigate the joy in picture books while learning more about artistic techniques and incorporating what they've learned about literary elements as well.